Next we'll move to Nick Houseman with Wrestling Incorporated.
Hi, Paul. Thanks so much for taking the time today.
Hey, sorry, it cut out for a sec. I didn't get the name. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, it's Nick Houseman with Wrestling Inc. Nice to talk to you.
Hey, Nick. Yeah, no, sorry, it cut out when she was saying the name, and neither one of us caught it. I wasn't sure. Hey, Nick, how are you?
Good, I'm good. It's fine. Wow, what a headache here to start this off. My question was, you guys obviously called up talent to the main roster. Is the same going to be done after WrestleMania like it has in the past?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a crystal ball to see. I think there's thoughts around where talent will move at all times and how that works, and so it really is a work in progress. It comes down to what's needed, when, and how, and we're constantly evaluating that. It's not a thing where we just say, okay, on this date we're doing this, and so sometimes that happens, but I mean, more likely than not, if we need it, it happens. If we don't, it won't. It just comes down to what's best for all levels of the product at that time.
And my follow-up is about the move to Fox coming up later this year with WWE. Has there been any talks about moving NXT to a platform like FS1 or something else like that?
I think at this point in time, we're concentrated right now on moving SmackDown to Fox and what that will mean and everything else. There's a lot of talk about a lot of things, and we're constantly evaluating, much like everything else, and as we were talking about before, constantly evaluating stuff. But as far as the Fox relationship goes, we're thrilled and excited to go there, and are working on what that will look like in the process and everything else. So we're kind of focused on that.
Cool. All right, thank you very much for the time.
Thank you.
All right, the next outlet will be the last questions.
We'll take that from Ryan Satin with Pro Wrestling Sheet.
Hey, Paul, thanks for doing this.
Hey, Ryan.
Glad I snaked in here at the end here.
Yeah, you caught the edge.
My question is about the call-up process in general. Now that NXT UK exists, can the NXT UK wrestlers be called up straight away from there, or would they probably be called up to NXT first before being brought up to the main roster? Like, how is that going to work out now?
I think it'll depend on the level of talent and who's ready for what. But look, at the end of the day, everybody that is within this is a part of the WWE. So, move, switch over, however you want to call it, that can happen at any point in time for anybody. It really just comes down to who's ready for what position where, and you want people to be as prepared as they can be for the transition to being, on Raw or SmackDown or whatever that move is. You want them to be to have all the tools and be positioned to do it right. So if there's something that, when you watch the show, sometimes it's not always evident to see the things that people maybe need to work on or change to move into a different position. Sometimes it's behind the scenes things, sometimes it's on camera things, but we want to make sure that they're positioned in the right way at all times for the most success possible whenever they move. And that's a move, whether that's from UK to NXT, NXT to UK, or Raw, SmackDown, whatever that is. We want to prepare them for success in the best way possible.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then lastly, on the topic of international performance centers, you've kind of talked about India being one of the possible future international expansions for global localization. Is there any specific areas in India that you'd like to have a performance center in?
So a lot of that comes down to, that's, I think, part of the process we're going through now is what regionally is the best area to put it in, what gives us the most, much like everywhere else in the world, we have massive partners over there for our distribution deals and everything else. So it's where's the most advantageous for us to be on the ground with a team operating in a brand and everything else that we can be, the most connected to the marketplace there and to our partners, and to be able to strategically utilize all of it. So it's analyzing all those things, and as of different locations, and then we'll decide what the best one is, and we'll move forward.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Ryan.
All right, folks, that'll wrap up the call for this week. We're going to do another one after TakeOver on Saturday night, so we'll send an email out to the same distribution list for that. And for those that will be on site in Phoenix, we will grab you from your seats to do them in person.
I appreciate the time, everybody. I look forward to seeing you in Phoenix, or at least talking to you afterwards.
Thanks, everybody. Enjoy your day.